And then for the information of the public, yung mga increased jackpots po natin na 100, 100, 500, 500, 500, so a total of 1.7 billion pesos, tinamaan na po lahat.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung sabi niyo this December, tinamaan yung 642, 649, 645, 655. Are these all from Iloto?
Hindi po, last night lang po yung Iloto.
Ilan po yung tumama sa Iloto out of this 1, 2,
Isa lang po yung kagabi lang po.
kagabi lang? Etong picture na ito, very controversial ito ngayon sa social media. Edited daw ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Robles, kasi nga po, may clamor na malaman yung katotohanan. Kasi marami sa mga mananay nagsasabi, yung nanalo ng 690 million, hindi raw yung legit na mananaya, kundi galing na sa tropa niya. I'm sorry, I'm gonna repeat this again. Yung pong kumakalat na balita, galing na sa tropa niyo, nag-invest ng 30 million para makuha nga itong 690 million. Thank you for attending today's hearing of the Subcommittee on Ways and Means. May we request the committee secretary to restate our agenda and acknowledge the presence and attendance both physically and virtually of the resource persons in today's hearing. My esteemed colleagues and to all here present today, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Minority Leader, Senator Coco Pimentel. Senator Coco, good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for inviting me and for calling this hearing.
Kanina pa kami nagkaroon ng discussion dito. So, would you like to make an opening statement, Senator Coco?
Well, wala naman, Mr. Chairman, except that as a mathematician, I'm interested at looking at the rate of success in hitting the Lotto jackpots, Mr. Chairman. And I will compare it with some other systems in some other countries, Mr. President.
Oh yeah. Anyway, nabuksan na rin lang yan. Meron pong nanalong isang tao sa 600, I think this the other day, 680 something million. Okay. Ang tanong ko po, yan ba sa online nanalo o yung sa betting station?
Over the counter po yan, yung sa traditional betting station. No. This is yung una, yung 640. Kayo naman. Relax lang. Kagabi yung Iloto.
Hindi, sa Iloto ba ito? Yung sa 600 something million?
Relax lang. Easy. We'll get there.
Sa Iloto ba ito o yung sa Lotto agent station?
Last night po, Mr. Chair, it was 698 million ang pinatinamaan po.
Kaya nga po, yung tumama na yon, saan po siya bumili ng ticket?
Sa Iloto po.
Sa Iloto. Good. Now, sa executive session, I need to know kung sino yung nanalo. Kasi nga po, merong mga balita na karating sa amin na katropa nyo na po yung nanalo. Totoo yan. Kaya ako na-brought up yan kasi inopen up ni Senator Coco yung tungkol sa mga pagpanalo-panalo na yan. So, mamaya mag-executive session tayo para masiguro na talagang hindi po katropa ninyo. Kasi yun po yung kumakalat na balita ngayon na hindi ko pinakinggan. Remember, hindi ko tinalaka yan until sa dumating si Senator Coco. So, kailangan ko yung pangalan, identity nung nanalo. Especially sa Iloto pala siya nanalo. Kasi meron pong balita, 30 million na po ang ininvest ng tropa ninyo para manalo doon sa 690 million na yan. Tumatango si Ma'am Javier. Pero yan po ay, siyempre yan po yung sabi-sabi nila. Para maalis yung sabi-sabi na yan, mamaya po sa executive session, gusto ko malaman yung identity ng taong yan para makagawa kami ng mga research. Kung kinakailan mag-hire ako ng private detective para masiguro na hindi connected sa tropa ninyo itong nanalo. Kapag halimbawa, after mag-hire ako ng private detective at na-trace na talagang, ay lumitaw na talagang hindi galing sa inyo, then sasabihin ko rito na yung ay chismis lamang, walang katotohanan. Pero pag lumitaw sa ginawang investigasyon I might even use the NBI, the ICT, private detectives, CIDG, lahat ng mga agencies ng gobyerno para gumawa ng cross-checking, LTO, PSA, kung connected ba o hindi, or SEC, connected ba o hindi sa mga kasamahan nyo dyan sa PCSO, itong nanalo. So mamaya sa executive session, Senator Coco.
Maganda po itong bill ninyo, Mr. Chairman, na na-file ninyo. Well, at any rate, Mr. Chairman, ilan na ba itong lotto games na authorized by the PCSO? We have the big ones. We have
The jackpot games
we
are
have the
5, Mr. Chair.
5. We have the 642, the 645, the 649, 655, and then the 658. Over the Christmas period, we increased the jackpots of all these 5. Yes or no?
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chairman.
For the 642 and the 645, 100 million. For the 649, 655, and 658, 500 million. One time. The plan was to do it one time. May I know the legal basis?
We are allowed to, we have a prize fund, Your Honor, prize fund reserve, and we are allowed to use this to spur the sales para magawin natin exciting and inviting yung game.
For each game, fix na yung kanyang minimum jackpot eh. For every new draw, kung tinamaan yung jackpot, a new draw, balik siya sa minimum jackpot. So, that must have been fixed by mathematics. The probability of hitting 642 is 1 in 9 million. Basta, okay, and then that's why it deserves a certain jackpot. So when you made the jackpot all of a sudden 100 million, but the odds did not change, are you allowed by law to do that?
The board is allowed, Your Chair, Mr. Chairman. That's why we have the prize fund reserve. It's precisely for this purpose.
How is it stated in the law? We have a prize fund reserve for the purpose of...
It's just the discretion of the board to
add to the jackpot.
add into the jackpot. Yeah.
And then the decision was, it was one time, just to do it one time over that Christmas period of 2023.
Actually, ideally, Mr. Chair, it should be over the whole period of the year. Kasi every time may mananalo ka, you give in prize fund reserve. Kasi minsan talaga, this is jackpot driven, Your Honor. People bet because of the jackpot. So kung mababa ho, medyo matamlay po, that is the time when you pump in the prize fund reserve.
What is the tenor of the board resolution that you will enhance the jackpot one time or...
One time po, yung ginawa namin for December so for one time. Okay. Because, Mr. Chair, at the end of the year, that will become dividend and will be reverted back anyway to the Bureau of the Treasury as dividend. So, might as well, we have decided to make the games more exciting.
Yeah, if you want to repeat this, you need to pass another resolution.
Yes, Your Honor. We have to go back to the board.
Basta klaro yan. Okay. And then for the information of the public, yung mga increased jackpots po natin na 100, 500, 500, 500, so a total of 1.7 billion pesos, tinamaan na po lahat.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. In less than a month.
Within a month, Your Honor.
Yes, within a month. Opo. Okay, so we're stating facts, Mr. Chairman. Facts lang ito.
Yun nga, Senator Coco, nakakapagtaka nga. Marami nagtataka, siyempre, especially yung mga mananaya na ang bilis na manalo ngayon sa PCSO, especially na the fact na hindi naman pwedeng sabihin kung sino yung mga nanalo, pwede naman nila itago. Plus, pagdating po dun sa online, sila naman may control ng computer system na yan. So, madali na nilang i-hocus-pocus. Yun po yung sinasabing hinaing na marami mga mananaya.
So, I think the PCSO is at liberty to reveal to us na yung in-increase na po yung mga jackpots, in all those games, available na yung online betting.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya, meaning to say, when si 642, ang minimum niyan, and what's the usual minimum ni 642? Or maximum jackpot pala?
5.9.
Minimum ba?
5.9 po, Mr. Chair.
Bakit talanganin? Hindi, yung published.
Singit lang.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Yung sabi niyo this December, tinamaan yung 642, 649, 645, 655. Are these all from Iloto?
Hindi po, last night lang po yung iloto.
Ilan po yung tumama sa Iloto out of this 1, 2,
Isa lang po yung kagabi lang po.
kagabi lang? Okay.
What game? What game yun? Yung kagabi?
6:55.
655.
600 million kasi yon, Senator Coco. Quick na lang, Senator Coco. Okay. Etong picture na ito, very controversial ito ngayon sa social media. Edited daw ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Edited. Bakit kailangan i-edit?
We have to protect the identity of the winner. Meron po nagreklamo sa amin one time, we covered the face, yung damit naman po ay nakilala. So, nagreklamo siya, sana naman daw po, wag ipakita naman po yung damit. So, yan po ang reason niyan, and I agree, it's a very poor editing, pero the objective is to conceal the clothing na ma-identify sa kanya.
So, ibig sabihin, so inamin nyo, inedit to, pinalitan yung clothing.
Opo.
Bakit kinakailangan palitan ang clothing?
Again, part po yan ng pag-conceal kasi na-identify po yung damit. For example, kung at that day, yung mga kapitbahay po uy, yun yung suot niya, ganyan. Or kung nakapag-selfie siya, meron yung pong nagreklamo sa amin, favorite clothes daw kasi, kaya nalaman siya. So, Your Honor, it's, if there is something to apologize, it's the poor editing. But I think it has served its purpose of concealing the identity, Your Honor.
So, at least inamin nyo, ayan, marami kasi mga nagtatanong, nagsabi, purang pagka-edit.
I'm
So,
sorry,
inamin nyo, edited ito.
we're not very good at editing the clothes.
Pero yung tao hindi edited.
Hindi po, totoo po
Tunay na
yan.
tao to.
Tunay na tao po yan.
Okay. So, kaya sabi ko mamaya sa executive session, gusto ko malaman niya, identity nitong taon to, pati yung nanalo sa 690 million.
Actually,
Make sure na
lahat
talaga
po
tao
on
yun.
record yan, kung isusumpinan niyo po, we can provide the names.
No, sa executive session, pwede naman siguro yan. Am I right, Senator Coco? Can we do that? On executive session?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, let's make it a strictly executive session.
Yes.
Na, even on the part of the Senate, limitado yung mag-a-attend at saka identified natin. And then, of course, kami, liability na namin yung kami pang source ng leakage. So.
Like I said, Mr. Robles, kasi nga po, may clamor na malaman yung katotohanan. Kasi marami sa mga mananay nagsasabi, yung nanalo ng 690 million, hindi raw yung legit na mananaya, kundi galing doon sa tropa niya. I'm sorry, I'm gonna repeat this again. Yung pong kumakalat na balita, galing doon sa tropa niyo, nag-invest ng 30 million para makuha nga itong 690 million. Para maalis na po yung haka-haka na yan, gusto po namin makita kung talagang totoong tao yon. And then gagawa nga ako ng cross-checking. Sinabi ko na kanina, I'm gonna use the NBI, the ICT, if I have to hire a private detective, para magkaroon ng cross-checking kung yun ba related sa inyo. Hindi. Pag lumitaw na hindi, sabihin ko rito na hindi related talagang legit winner yan. You agree, sir? Very good. Okay, Senator Coco, meron kayong gustong idagdag. Siguro, bumalik tayo ngayon doon sa komisyon na 14% na sinasabi in the first place, bawal yung komisyon. Now, sabi nyo, hindi namang naglagay kayo ng cap na 14% dahil kailangan magkaroon nga ng cap. Dapat, hindi nyo kinonsider that as commission. Very explicit po kasi na bawal ang komisyon. Na ang sinasabi nyo, hindi po komisyon kasi nga po, yun ay para i-recover yung mga gastos, etc. Sinabi po ng OGCC na no can do para sa commission, wala dapat commission pag-uusapan during the testing period. And yet, dito po sa kontrata, sinabi ninyo na magbabayad kayo ng 14% ng PCSO commission sa Pacific Online. So again, that's a violation of the law. Yung payment of commission, bawal po yun. That's tantamount to graft and corruption. Ito po sa very clear, oh. Number 13, payment of commission. Na bawal dapat during test run, there's no such thing as commission being paid. Di ba, sir? Maaaring nga sabi ko, maaaring hindi ka makakasuhan dito. Pero yung mga kasamahan mo, maliwanag pa sa sikat ng araw na may kaso pong graft and corruption. Attorney Francis Julius Romeo Del Valle, ano sa tingin mo? Let's talk about 14% commission. Huwag ka na magpaligoy-ligoy pa, sir. Straight to the point po.
Yes,
Attorney, sir.
Your Honor, if I may, as stated in the OGCC opinion, the PCSO may not charge any commission, may not receive any consideration or commission except for reasonable or recovery of reasonable costs.
Exactly.
Your Honor.
So therefore, dito dapat sa kontrata nakalagay payment of recovery, not payment of commission. You agree, attorney?
If PCSO can justify that 14% constitute reasonable costs, then that's the...
No, sir. I'm talking about what's stated in the contract. Come on. Sir, lawyer ka, di po ba? All right. There's a big difference between payment of recovery and payment of commission. Yung payment of recovery, wala tayong problema doon. Kasi pinapayagan naman yon. Pero yung payment of commission, hindi pa pinapayagan yon. Pero nilagay nila din sa contract na dapat, in the first place, wala sa kontrata to. Yung paglagay nila dun sa kontrata nitong payment of commission, may violation agad, sir. Do you agree as a lawyer?
Your Honor, subject to the rules and regulations of the Commission on Audit, to audit the commission to be received by the PCSO, I submit that that commission is not allowed based on the
Not allowed. Okay.
based on the contract review.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So therefore, sana hindi nilagay niyo dito, Mr. Robles, na payment of commission kasi binabawal naman talaga. Ayan, sinabi na ni Attorney Del Valle. Sana nilagay niyo payment of recovery regardless kung yan ay 15 million, 20 million. Wala kang violation doon. Kasi sabi mo, okay, 50 million binayad namin for the recovery. Eh, yun talaga yung amount ng recovery. Magpakita ng resibo para pagdating sa Commission on Audit, babanggayin, talagang 50 million ang ginastos nyo. Hindi mo na kailangan ng cap-cap. Pero the fact na nilagay nyo dito payment of commission tapos 14% tumutugma pa kung sa anong nakalagay dito, tinugma nyo, nagbigay ka ng 14% sa sales. So again, violation na naman yan, Mr. Robles. Ayan na, nagsalita na yung lawyer ng
Mr. Chair,
OGCC.
una kasi yung contract before the review. So that one was made before the review. So while we're here at the testing stage, we will adjust that according to the reasonableness of the
Yes,
of the-
but before you entered into a contract with any entity, okay, you should have obtained permission from the office of the president, and you did ask for the opinion of OGCC, and OGCC gave you this opinion, and yet hindi nyo sinunod yung sinabi ng OGCC. Ba't pa kayo humingi ng opinion kung hindi nyo susundin?
Mr. Chair, the contract kasi, as I've said, came before the review. Otherwise, they would not be reviewing anything. So we
Kaya nga po, sir, before sana po kayo nag-enter into a contract, yun po yung patakaran eh. You should know. You should know you know the drill. You know the protocol. Bago kayo mag-enter into a contract with any entity whatsoever, being a government-owned corporation, there must be an opinion coming from OGCC. Bago kayo gumawa ng anumang hakbang, sana may permiso Kasi yung pong sinasabi ng OGCC may permiso sa Office of the President. At sana may permiso kayo. Sana meron kayong hiningin opinion sa OGCC. Kasi kung humingi kayo ng opinion sa OGCC prior to this contract, hindi na sana itong 13 na ilagay rito. Kasi kung pumunta po kayo sa OGCC, magkakaroon po kami ng contract ha, with Pacific. At kami po ay magbibigay ng komisyon. Sinabi ng OGCC, hindi pwede, bawal yan. O di wala na sanang number 13 dito, payment of commission. Sana nakalagay na rito, payment of, para maliwanag at wala kayong sabit, payment of recovery. Wala tayong problema sa payment of recovery. Mr. Robles, mas kinasabi mo pa, 50 million payment of recovery, wala tayong makikita problema. As long as, sabi ko kanina, magpakita lang pagdating sa auditing ng Commission of Audit na talagang 50 million, mas kina 100 million pa yan kung talagang yun ang tamang amount for the recovery of the expenses incurred as a result pag puput up ng online system ng Pacific para sa Iloto.